what's up, y'all? So y'all know what time it is. It is officially time for the 24-hour Brandon Sanderson Readathon. It's noon my time. So I literally just got done doing some food deliveries. I'm heading home now and going to be picking up Alloy of Law by Brandon Sanderson. I know that Bree, she's read a little bit of it already, and yeah, it's making me nervous because, you know, she also brought up the fact that a lot of people do not really care much for Mistborn Era 2 at all. Some people say it's their least favorite. So it's got me kind of nervous, but you know, I'm gonna wish and hope for the best. That'll be all right. I just got to get out of just realizing that, you know, Vin and Ellen and stuff is not going to be brought up anymore because this is a new era, you know, hundreds of years later. So I definitely got to get that through my head once I start reading it. But that's what I'm doing right now. I'm heading home. I'm going to pick up Alloy of Law. I'm also going to get make the kids their lunch as well, and then just start reading. So I will keep y'all posted later. See ya. Alright, y'all, so I made it home and I'm going to start reading the Alloy of Law. It's not that long, or it looks not that long of a book, maybe close to like 300 and something pages. So I should get through this fairly quickly. I probably will read this along with the rest of the Era 2 for Mistborn throughout the rest of the week. I do need to finish The Good House by Tanner Duve. Probably Sunday, so I'll probably put this book down and then pick up The Good House and then pick this right back up because I plan to just read through it, so that way I could continue on and read the other two books, and then also the novella, and then the other novella that Bree had mentioned on her live reading sprints this week, and also my live reading sprints yesterday. So yeah, I definitely cannot wait to start reading this, and hopefully I like it. So we'll keep y'all posted. Oh, and just to let you know, I am also hybrid reading this as well. So I'll be listening to the audiobook as well as reading it physically. So definitely we'll keep y'all posted later on. See ya. Hey y'all, so just giving you an update. So I got to page 100 of the Alloy of Law. I don't know what I think of it right now. It's giving me like Sherlock Holmes type of vibes, where Wayne is Sherlock Holmes, and then Wax is John Watson, you know, his partner. That's what it's giving me. It's like mystery type of vibe. So, you know, where they're trying to, you know, find out who's robbing all of this steel and stuff like that, and these robberies, and how they're trying to also get people or kidnap people that are allomancers, and all that. So I don't know. And sorry if that was a little spoilery, but I'm just trying to break down what I've read so far. I love the start of the book was very interesting, as far as Lessie and Wax, and that was very sad. The prologue was super long, but I appreciated it. But so far, I would give it a 4, just from the 100 pages that I've read already. I do like the pacing. I mean, it's okay. I also realized that it's modern day, and, you know, they're talking about bullets and stuff being made with aluminum and all that stuff. So it's definitely modern day. They're talking about, you know, you don't need horses to travel anymore. So I just got to get out of the world from Mistborn Era 1, because it's definitely completely different from this second era of Mistborn. But yeah, that is my update. I'm probably going to read 100 pages more tonight and then go from there. But I just want to give y'all an update, and I will talk to you later. So, see ya. So actually, I thought I should elaborate on why I said it seems similar to like Sherlock Holmes, and that Sherlock Holmes is like Wax, and then, or excuse me, Sherlock Holmes is like Wayne in this book, and then John Watson is like Wax. And I say that because Wax, he feels like since he is the lord of his house, he is obligated to settle down and be married. And you know, like, I'm basing it off of like the Sherlock Holmes movies that has Robert Downey Jr. in it as one of the actors. He's Sherlock in the movie. And when I think of the movie, I remember how Sherlock was telling Watson, like, oh, you want to settle down, have a family, or you could be saving lives and stuff like that. And then he was like giving like being married as an example. He's like, you know what, that's like eternal purgatory. Or something like that. And I was cracking up. And so when Wayne is telling Wax, like, this is what you do, this is what you're good at, is stopping bad guys from hurting good people or hurting people in general. So that's what made me think of Sherlock Holmes, and comparing Sherlock Holmes to, you know, to Wayne and Wax to John Watson, his partner, Sherlock Holmes' partner, pretty much. But I wanted to elaborate on it. I am enjoying it. Like I said, it's really hard to like describe on how I really think about it. Like at the beginning, I will say that I was a little bored. Now, don't get me wrong, there was action right at the very beginning of this book, so I do appreciate it, but it's just, I'm still stuck in the world years prior to this one that we're in. So it's just like it's like a 360 type of deal. So I was like, I have to get my mindset type of changed up a little bit, because, you know, this world is definitely different years and years, 100 years later, you know. But I do realize, like, the towns, when I looked at the map, they're all named from, like, the people from Mistborn Era 1. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And I miss Vin and Ellen. I miss Sazed. So, yeah, I'm still a little heartbroken. But, you know, we're moving on to other books, and soon enough we'll be getting into them thick books this year. So I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be fun. And it's going to be interesting. My TBR for those months is definitely going to be so small. Like, I don't know how to even, like, control myself, which makes me feel like I need to, like, push myself earlier this year before we get to the Stormlight archives, because they're so big. And I still have a goal of reading 150 books this year. So I think I've read now 76 books, which is good, don't get me wrong, but I just want to reach my goal before the end of the year, and I think I can do that. But yeah, that is my little tidbit, my little elaboration on what I said earlier. We're probably going to go to my mother-in-law's house. I need to go to the store and get some feminine products, because I saw on IG there's a shortage on feminine products. I'm not going to say what that is particularly, but it's a thing I need, you know, like, it's a must-have. Well, I need it it's a necessity. So probably definitely going to do that either later today or early in the morning. But yeah, I am on page 130 right now. And yeah, I'm liking the action, I will say, but I like what I said before. I really can't, like, I gave it 4 stars earlier, but now I feel like I can't even give it any type of stars just yet. I feel like it was probably too soon, it is what it is, right? I hope you guys are enjoying it. If you're reading along with us, or if you've already read the books, let me know what your thoughts are if you're reading it or have read it. I really want to know. I know Mistborn Air 2 is not everyone's favorite series, so like I said, it did get me a little nervous, but it is what it is, and I'm still trying to fill out Wax and if I really like him or not. Like, Wayne, he's cool peoples. But Wax, I don't know. My intuition is telling me something's up, but then again, I know he is the way he is because of heartbreak and stuff, and losing his love of his life. So, but that is my update. I will catch y'all later when I read a little bit more. I'm trying to read up to page 200 today, and then finish the book tomorrow, actually. So that's the goal. Hopefully I can reach that goal, but I will see y'all soon. See ya. Hey y'all, so I'm back at home. I am still, of course, reading The Alloy of Law. What I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna go upstairs with my husband because the game is on, so I'm probably gonna hybrid read, but I probably just strictly do audiobook so I could still also watch the game because I love basketball and I like watching it with my husband and us like going back and forth and stuff about certain calls being made and all that good stuff. So yeah, me and my husband are huge fans when it comes to sports because when we were younger, especially in high school, that's all we did. So that's one thing that we had in common and that we still have in common. So yeah, we always watch the game, especially the finals. It's a must. But anyways, I'm going to continue on reading this. I know I let y'all know how like my comparisons and stuff and how I felt about the book and how it would like a Sherlock Holmes type of vibe, you know. But the only thing that I like about this book so far, and that I find interesting is the type of relationship between Marcy and Wax. That's the only thing that I find interesting. And well, not the only thing. There's some other things, but that's the only thing that's keeping me going. I'm not really fascinated with this book. It's definitely it's letting me down, especially after like finishing the Hero of Ages and stuff, and now going into the second era of the Mistborn series. So it's just like I don't know how I feel about it. I have mixed feelings. Like right now, like at first I said a 4-star, but yeah, that has drastically changed. Right now I'm giving it a 2.5, but I'm rounding it up to a 3-star for now. It's just it's not giving for me right now. I'm going through it. So I'm not that far. I probably will end up finishing this book tonight. But yeah, I just wanted to give y'all a little update for that. And once I finish this book, I will give you my thoughts. So yeah, stay tuned. All right, y'all, I finished The Alloy of Law by Brandon Sanderson. It is midnight now. I'm still going to give it a 3 out of 5 stars. I feel like the love interest is what pushed me through this book. I'm not going to lie. And then the controversy between Miles and Wax, because there was tension between them, and for a good reason, because they have history, right? They worked together before in the Roughs. So those are the only 2 things that kept me reading this book, because otherwise it would have been a DNF for me. But I will say at the end it did get even more interesting. It brings up Breeze and stuff. It was just really interesting. And of course throughout the book it mentions Vin, it mentions Kelsier, the survivor. It doesn't necessarily say Vin, but like they're talking about her specifically. Like even one of the guns is named named after her, and it's called Vindication. And Kelsier is brought up a lot, and with Miles and some of his morals, it reminded me of Kelsier during the first book, the first time that we meet Kelsier. So Miles sort of reminded me of Kelsier, but like Miles was on a whole other level. He was on some bullshit. But yeah, I'm more interested now because literally on the epilogue is when we get introduced to a lot of things, as far as, I won't spoil it, just to a lot of people, and I'll let you know, like Breeze is brought up, but there's another person that's brought up and things came to light in the last couple pages of this book. So I'm definitely looking forward to reading the next one, which I do believe is the Shadows of Self. and then Bands of Mourning. So yeah, this book was okay. A 3 out of 5 stars. I probably will, since, it's 24-hour readathon, I still have until noon tomorrow. I might go ahead and start the second book. And then literally when it hits noon, I'll probably start or continuing on reading The Good House by Tanner Duve. So I don't know. Let me know if you've read this or if you're reading this. What are your thoughts as you're processing this? Like, it's definitely different. It definitely has a modern take to it, with guns and stuff like that. But they still have carriages and whatnot. But it's a more modern take to what we read in the Mistborn Era one. But I did get through it literally in a day. So it wasn't that long. I know the second book is a little bit longer, but it's still not that bad. But yeah, more interested in finding out more about the plans plans of how, these vanishers and all that. Like, what is the real deal for this? Like, what are they doing? And then the voices in Kelsier's head and in Marassi's head. Yeah, it's interesting. I'll say that. I did appreciate the book, but it was just a little bit too dry for me. The only thing, like I said, was the love interest between Marcy, and Wax, and then also the controversy between Wax and Miles. And Wayne, he's hilarious. He's funny. So he did bring a little extra, sarcasm and all that to the table in this book. So I do appreciate Wayne in this book. But like I said, 3 out of 5 stars. I'm going to head and go to bed because I do have to get up early in the morning because we have to go cleaning. We have to go clean. So yeah, that's my little update. I will give y'all a little update tomorrow. Keep you posted on if I read, once I read furthermore into the second book for Shadows of Self. But yeah, I hope everyone has a good night, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. See ya. Hey, what's up, y'all? So it is like 7:30 in the morning. Because like I said, we have to go clean. Trying to do it early so that way we have the rest of our day to ourselves and we can just relax and have a good time on our Saturday. But as I finished the Alloy of Law last night, I am contemplating if I liked it, even if it deserved, sorry, a 3-star. And the only reason why I'm contemplating about it is because I am now realizing I could not stand the ending. After contemplating and sleeping on it, I don't think I like Wax that much, especially after what he did to Marcy. What? And then you have these thoughts in your head oh, she reminds me of Leslie. Oh, she's beautiful, she's smart, da-da-da-da. But then you shoot her down? How is she supposed to feel, bro? And that's what makes me think, is Marcy gonna be vengeful for what Wax had said to her? Because I would definitely be pissed if I was Marcy, because throughout this whole time and trying to find the robbers and stuff and the people and the women that they had stolen or had taken, they were on to each other, And sorry if this is spoilery, there's still a whole bunch of other stuff going on too, so I'm not going to say any more about that. But I just want to say they had a connection. And he even admits it at the end that he does, but then he does something stupid. He turns around and does something stupid. And I don't know if I like that. I'm bro, you was this dumbass for real. You talking about age and how you're in your 40s and Marcy's young and all this other stuff. And I'm oh my God, bro. I'm so done with you. Age ain't nothing but a number. I don't know. I really... Am I being generous and giving it a 3? Maybe it's just because I'm all in my feelings and I'm questioning this. I don't know. I need to stop and just move on. So now I'm going to be starting Shadow of Self today. I'm going to try to get at least 100 pages in before noon. That is the plan. And I will say this book is is more thicker than the first one, but I'm looking at the pages of it. It's 365 pages for Shadow of Self, as opposed to the Alloy of Law, which was 325 pages. Let me see. Maybe I don't miscount. Let me see. It's close to like 400, but for the exact amount, let me see. I'm using like one hand to do this, so I apologize. But let me see. This is 381. Then, so we got 383, so 383 pages of this as opposed to the Alloy of Law, which is 325. So it's not that big of a jump and not that big of a deal as far as the page count goes. But like I said, I am going to try to get to 100 pages today. But yeah, I am contemplating on the first book wholeheartedly, because I think I was being too generous, but then I get it. It's the first book of a new series and the first book of Mistborn Heir 2. So I also have to keep that into consideration, even though people that I know and people throughout BookTube and stuff, this is not like their favorite. So now I'm understanding why. Yeah. I'm going to still keep it as a 3 for now. Unless, because I'm like, like, I feel like it all depends on this book next. Because if it's not vibing, knowing that this is the second book, it might alter, like, change my decision on my ratings for the first book. But who knows? It's still going to be a 3 for now, as I contemplate it even more. But yeah, I'm really not liking Wax, just from his actions from the last couple of pages in Alloy of Law. But yeah, I'm about to wake up everyone, or gotta get, I'm getting dressed now. Gotta get Kaden dressed and everyone dressed, and then yeah, get started with cleaning, which which I don't think it'll take that long. Not at all today. So hopefully we can get through it, knock it out. And hopefully I can have a discussion with y'all about how I feel about this book prior to 12. So yeah, just wanted to give y'all a little update. I hope everyone's having a great morning. I hope everyone's going to have a great weekend, or is going to have a great weekend. I don't know if anything's happening this weekend or not, or if any festivals, but like I really hope and I really want you all to have a great weekend. I think everyone deserves to have a great weekend, especially after coming from a hard work week and stuff, and gas prices going up and all that stuff. Food is going up. So please take care of yourselves mentally and physically. Stay hydrated, because this sun hit different. But I'll talk to y'all later. See ya. All right, y'all. So quick update. We're still getting stuff together. So we're getting prepared and getting the equipment we need so that we can start cleaning our account. But I will say I liked how the book starts with the prologue of Wax meeting Lessie for the first time. I find that very fascinating. I give this like high hopes how it's starting out, and how like Lessie looks at him like, bro, you stupid. Like, you're so stupid. And like she's sort of clowning him in his his fashion with his cravat and stuff, or cravat, whatever you want to call it. So it's funny, their dynamic together and how they first met. But just giving y'all a little update. I will talk to y'all later. Hey y'all, so got done cleaning. I did continue on reading Shadow of Self, and I got to chapter 5. And so far it's really good. I'm really enjoying it. It is noon, so that'll be the end for the 24-hour readathon for this month. We're also having a live show tonight for the Hero of Ages from Mistborn Heir 1. So it's going to be a great conversation. It's going to be at 9 p.m. Tonight. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing everybody. And I just can't wait for this discussion. But I hope everyone's having a great day, and I'll see y'all later. See ya.